Good morning and welcome to 59 Minutes. My name is Levi Kones. We're here to discuss matters to do with the elections. You know, for those of you who have been on us, we've been on elections day and night, just talking about what's happening. And of course, right now we have a president-elect. And to join me in discussion today is AMUNGA-COMMUNICATIONS.
Kabisa, well pronounced.
Eh?
You have pronounced it very well.
I have relatives from your area.
Thank you.
To talk about post-2022, we are doing a post-mortem of 2022 elections. I think let's start with let's start small and go big.
Yes.
We had 14,000, almost 800 candidates vying for 1,882 seats. Yeah?
Yeah. Almost 12,000 something are out now.
Yeah, and a lot of people who are feeling the pain of loss this morning. Yeah. Do you think it's as bad as some years? You know, there were years where you do not know. Let me start with the conduct of the IBC in terms of giving us. Do you feel like the process was transparent? And would that help in then accepting loss? Actually,
if you want to know that the IBC has tried so much this time, is look around the streets of Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, even go to the villages. You can't compare with what Kivitu did in 2007 of announcing somebody at night and then the country went on fire. What we are seeing this time is a situation whereby the country seems to be relaxed. There is something that has touched this nation in a manner that you can't explain. That despite the results, even those who lost, and you must have heard people conceding defeat, saying that you might concede.
That's quite something.
We've never seen that kind of scenario. So this time round, even if you listen to how Baba talked yesterday, the finger pointing and the saying that this thing was bad and badly done, as much as he must cast aspirations, but at the end of the day you notice that indeed there is a feeling from the observers, from the country, from politicians, from media houses, that indeed this time the servers were open. And that is what caused problems last time, 2017. Servers. You know, when you talk about servers, we are talking about what somebody talked about in Serena the other day called OPEC. As much as this commissioner talked about opacness, Kenyans are defeated to see where is this opacness she's talking about. Because they have reached a place they have accepted. When you saw people start going back to job, when you hear that children are going back to school tomorrow, and nobody's making noise about it, when you see matatus back on the roads, when you see border borders operating, when you see markets starting to work, just know in your heart that something has happened in this country. Kenyans have accepted and moved on. There's a time Mwai Kibaki said, accept and move on. That is what has happened this time. Kenyans didn't need somebody to prompt them. IBC's actions of opening the portal, of going through those election results and announcing the way they did, has done something to Kenyans that Kenyans feel, indeed, this was a good election.
By and large, a good election. Actually, many people have touted it as such. And now we have a president-elect.
Yes.
Which, if there is no court case, which we do, looks like there could be one, should be sworn in on August 30th.
Yes.
But of course, if there's a court case, you know, that could be
up to September.
Somewhere. Yeah. And now we're in the process of transition. Yes. We're in a very interesting election because we have got a president who didn't support his deputy, and a deputy who's now president-elect. Yes. How do you think that'll play out in terms of transition?
So far, you know, the Kenyans have been watching him because, you know, his statement in such a situation can also help to cool the nerves.
Yeah. And has he said anything?
He has said nothing.
You know, the deputy said, has he called him maybe? Do you know?
Yeah, we heard that they have called, but you know, we can't prove. But we had something like, of course, he must have been briefed. Being the head of state and commander-in-chief, the current president of the country cannot miss to have been called by other world leaders, congratulated him for a good election. He must be receiving calls from across the world. Yeah. I'm sure all leaders across the world are telling him, kudos for a peaceful election. Kudos for what we are seeing about Kenya. CNN is not here this time live showing us tires burning. We are not seeing these things happening. We are seeing instead celebrations. As a president, sitting president, he is receiving congratulations. I am sure these presidents who have congratulated William Ruto for being elected have also first called
their counterparts.
Yes. Yeah. And told him, You have done well, Bana. We've not seen such a thing in Africa. Presidents in Africa, Museveni must have called him by now. I mean, Wambia, this is good, Bana.
It's funny you should say Museveni.
Yes. For you to have such an election.
There's a joke going on about him that he has met all our presidents.
Yes, all our presidents, he has congratulated them. So, it is just a place whereby I am sure where Uhuru is seated right now, he's basking in the glory of a good election. What we are seeing, whether we have a court case or not, that is part of the election. There's nothing wrong about it so far. For somebody to dispute and say that I'll go to the Supreme Court, that is still part of the democratic process. And William Ruto was very categorical at Bomas. He said, I welcome all other constitutional methods that can be used even to challenge this election. So whatever is going on is still part of our great constitutional democratic equations. We are actually in a very good point as a country that the person who lost did not call people and say go to the street. He did not come out and say I have lost and I'm bitter, can you boycott Safaricom or can you boycott Cast TV? No, he didn't say that. He said I will also challenge what I feel went wrong through the courts, which again gives credence, gives kudos to whatever has happened in this country. As a country, we should all be proud as Kenyans. And when I was driving here this morning, and I saw the streets are back to normal, I've seen the roads, Mombasa Road is back.
Yeah, today we are back.
We are just back.
Yeah.
Surely.
I got delayed actually coming because
yes,
today we are back.
We are back.
Yesterday we were not back.
Yeah, yesterday they were still, ish. But as we speak right now, this country is back. I've been watching clips even from your station here. Streets in Kisumu are back. You go to Mombasa, things are back to normal. So this is what we are saying, that as a country, we've matured. We are reaching a place whereby an election is just part of it. We are going to reach the stage of countries like Germany. There's a time I was in Germany when an election was going on. I am in a hotel room and I'm going to take my breakfast and the Germans are voting and everything else in that country is running as if there was no election. Everything, the streets are normal, everything is normal. That's where we are heading to in Kenya. We are going to reach a place whereby you have duty, a civic duty as a Kenyan, is you vote. Once you vote, go back to your life. Whatever happens after that, wait for the announcements, because whoever takes up the leadership of this country will not rule us without the constitution that we have, and we have a good constitution.
Yeah. Well, something happened that has been happening in all our elections, fallout in the IEBC.
Yes.
It's unfortunate we have another fallout.
I
think until Thursday, we were not looking like we were going to have such a scenario.
Yeah. Until the last minute.
Yeah. Until Thursday last week, it was everything. Everybody was just...
It was very normal.
We are
chasing. And the IEBC was working so well.
Yeah.
Now, that part is because also as Kenyans, we have also to accept we are Kenyans. Truth of the matter is that as Kenyans, we always have some vested interests in many things.
Trapenda scandals.
We love scandals. We love some kickback here. We love to be helped here and there. We want to see our person here and there. And some of us were given responsibilities. And that's what I will urge the incoming president, that we need to talk to your team, that as you come to serve Kenya, serve Kenya. Many times we come in these positions not to serve Kenya only. Many times we come to serve our families, our relatives, our interests who put us there, because we tend to feel we were taken there by some interests. We have seen this scenario since the days of Kivitu, whereby you see a commission has divided at the last minute. And what happens, like what happened in 2017, that commissioners got divided and pulled out, and then the same commissioners, the government appointed them as ambassadors to go out there and continue to serve this country. It simply means that somebody had infiltrated the commission. The problem we have with IEBC is not the IEBC as the secretariat. In fact, IEBC secretariat is doing a very good job. The problem in IEBC are the political wings that come in called the commissioners. Because they come in with interests. They were vetted. They went through some process. Somebody must have suggested their names. There must have been some lobbying behind the back for you to reach that position, for you to be a commissioner. There must be some lobbying. There must be some gender balance. All these things, when they come into play, when you hear things like gender balance must come in, when you hear things like tribal balancing, regional balancing, now we are talking about corruption. you are talking about protecting some interests. When you hear that we can't have only, people from the northern Kenya heading this commission, when you hear those words, no, now somebody wants to play some politics now. Some backroom pushing is coming now. And when it comes with vested interest. I put you there, and I said you are going to serve as gender. But I put you there to do something for me. So you see, when somebody is pushing you to go in there, because you are representing some interest, maybe you're coming in to represent, say, the northern part of the country, or you want to represent the Muslim part of the country. Somebody who believes he's the Muslim, the leader of the Muslim world in this country, will give you a call and say, you know, we are the ones who put you there, and we have our interests. And that is why I'm now asking, I don't know how, as a country, we'll come out of that we are able to pick people on merit, on your merit, and the nature of your credentials to serve in a position, and not because you are coming to represent issues, either gender, either regional balancing or tribal balancing. And even as William Ruto elect, assuming that he will be given the sword, as he forms his government, the one thing he can help this country through, and William Ruto must also realize this, he was given votes across the country. People voted this time not because of tribe. And William Ruto himself said it. He said this election was not about tribes. This election was about people. It was about issues. It was about the ideas, the bottom-up issue. That you can come from down and go up. And that is what we need in government offices now. That's what we need in our commissions. It's not only IBC, my brother. Go to all these commissions. I am a teacher for many years. Teacher Service Commission is a commission. I have written and done a lot of work about commission called Teacher Service Commission. The interests, once the person who sits at the Teacher Service Commission sits and the commissioners are elected, the first thing they get is a call from the people who put them there. Because you may have come because of regional balancing, you may have come because of gender balance, you may have come because of maybe a tribe, and once you are there, the call must always come. It is in you to rise above the person who put you there. And that is what Kenyans are appreciating about Chebukati. Chebukati is rising up in a manner that it's like he is not serving interests of anyone. And Chebukati made a statement at Bomas that shook the whole world. He said, I have a constitutional duty. I have a duty to perform in this country. Maraga did the same when he was nullifying the 2017 election. He also said, I have a constitutional duty. Once you hold a constitutional office, be it in IBC, be it in any commission, Teacher Service Commission, the whichever commission, parastatals, you must realize as a Kenyan, you no longer are just about your tribe and the interests that put you there.
It's about the country.
It is the constitutional office that you are given.
So country first.
Perform.
In other words, Kenya Kwanza.
Kenya Kwanza.
We'll be coming back after these messages. Don't go away. Right.